Friday fail story.
This is The Woody Show.
You know, it wouldn't be a Friday if we didn't have some Friday fail stories. And my problem this week, guys,
What?
I have so many that there's no way I can even get to all of them without this just being a ridiculously over-the-top, long round of the fail stories. So I'm picking my absolute favorites.
Just speed read.
Yeah. Friday fail stories, here we go. Boys and girls, it is time for the Friday Fail Story. All these people thought they had the perfect plan, the plan that could never go wrong, but then somewhere along the line it went from being a great idea to one big stinking mega uber ultra.
One of the best ever.
It started nice.
Really.
It wasn't jarring
impressive.
to get into it. It was a nice, smooth.
I don't think it'll ever get better.
I thought that was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
God.
All right, well, Seabass mentioned this one earlier in the week, and I do have a... Oh, here we go. That's why. It's like, where's my clip? Where's my clip? All right, so some new license plates in Pennsylvania. They've been causing people to get these toll bills sent to them for charges that don't belong to them. Because the new plates, they have slashes through zeros, so they don't get confused with the letter O. But now the zeros look like eights.
They think it's an 8.
To these automated plate readers that they have set up everywhere. So this is someone from the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission that were on the news talking about this.
There are some confusions between the number 0 and the number 8. This is an issue that's not only impacting us in the tolling industry, but also agencies that use license plate recognition software in other ways. It's not a snap of the finger and it's fixed, unfortunately. It's something that machine learning, that's something it's going to have to learn and recognize over time.
So now what?
Yeah, there's no, because that's not how it works.
It just over time.
You can, as easily as you turn it on, you could turn it off.
Flip of the switch.
Right? Until you figure out the software and get it to work properly. In the meantime, what they're doing is they're going to continue to send these out, hope people aren't paying attention, go, oh, I must, and they're just going to write the check or just pay it, and they'll have money coming in for stuff that never even happened.
That's like some mob-ish.
That's what's going to happen.
Failed.
All right, this one's from New York. This dude, he was selling drugs while he was at work.
Oh, multitasker.
He was busted selling Adderall, sometimes right out of his vehicle. Now, a couple of things. This guy was a police officer, and the car that he was selling the Adderall out of was a department-issued police cruiser.
Way easier to find that guy.
They initially thought it was like a one-time thing. Turns out, no, he had done this numerous times. Long story short, he's no longer a police officer. And he was a DARE instructor, which is that program that works to keep kids off drugs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fail.
So what, he had a side hustle. R.I.P. the plug, right?
40 different charges for that guy. This is one from Florida where another police officer is in the news, and he himself is in some trouble. He clocked in over 200 hours of fake overtime just to go see his girlfriend.
Oh, no, that's
so
sweet.
He's been an officer for over 11 years, and according to the reports, he would just casually clock in for work. And when he went over to her house, just hang out, and he's on the clock.
He's on the clock.
Police records show that he clocked in those 200 hours just over the span of 3 months, earning him a total of $14,000 in unearned pay.
That was his mistake.
Yeah. Now, for his troubles, he was arrested, charged with 3 third-degree felonies, all of which could earn him a max of 15 years in prison. Now, the kicker, his girlfriend was his boss.
This keeps getting hotter and
Yeah,
hotter.
she definitely signed off
Now
on
he's in
that.
jail.
beef or something.
They got greedy. They shouldn't have done that much.
She actually had nothing to do with it.
What?
Officials say that she should have followed protocol and disclosed the relationship. However, to their knowledge and everything they see, she really did have no idea that he was clocking in for overtime. And because she didn't sign off on his timesheet. I guess somebody else did that. Yeah, but dumb.
Whoopsie.
Failed.
Yeah.
He was putting in work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, if he wanted to, he would, ladies.
The admissions department at BYU made a huge mistake, sent welcome letters out to 9 different students, and the problem is that all 9 of those students were rejected.
Oh,
that's
God.
And they got the letters accidentally.
Oh, no.
Those stories always bum me out.
Yeah.
I know.
Students disappointed, the
Happiest day of
parents,
their
they're
life.
pissed, and all this backlash. The school made everything right, and they said the 9 students who received the acceptance letters would be allowed to enroll if they choose to.
Just
Okay.
because let 'em
letter?
in. There's 9 kids. Just let them in.
Oh,
But, yeah.
cool.
Failed.
I mean,
Now you
but
have
would
to
you
have
want to
these.
go there?
Now you have to have these underachievers. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah. Let's see. How much? I got time for one more.
Do it.
All right. Let's see. Let me pick a good one. Oh, this is good. So this is from across the pond, you guys. So you know it's even cooler.
Oh.
Dude in England, he was pulled over by the police. They noted that his driving was rubbish.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they noticed that he had a defective brake light. So they walk up to the car, and as soon as he rolled the window down, they immediately just got a nose full of weed. Mm-hmm. They gave him a drug test, and guess what?
What?
He
Perfectly
was
good.
high.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Now, here's the thing about this story. The dude was in the middle of his driver's test. So there's the driving instructor in the car with him. Yeah. Now, obviously, he failed the test, so no license for you. No word on what the instructor had to say, but I guess the instructor was not high.
He had no idea.
He got hotboxed. He was definitely high.
The student driver was arrested, charged with drugged driving.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what they call it now.
Dude,
Failed.
did you get pulled over
So for
during
those-
your driver's test?
Do you take your own car to the driving test?
Yeah.
for that?
Yeah.
Oh, so he probably just got high before and then went.
Yeah, you're
You,
probably right about that.
Like, you didn't have to use your own car?
No, I never had to take a physical driving test. I
Really?
only had to do a written one.
How's that possible?
Because that was the rule back in Texas in the day. They changed it. I think a few years after I got
Really?
mine. Yeah.
I would think so.
I didn't have to do
And we
too
did-
much. It was kind of like a closed course kind of thing.
Oh, we did it just out in public.
Yeah, same.
I did
No.
self-taught, so my dad just signed off on ours.
How old were
Dad
you
just
when you
signed
got your
off.
license?
16, like on my
Oh
16th
wow,
birthday.
okay.
Yeah, see, we had to go to like a police barracks. This is
Really?
this is in Pittsburgh.
Oh, we just went to the DMV and drove around town.
Well, I did the written,
Yeah.
right? Did that,
Yeah.
and then you go outside and you like wait in line, and then your turn, and then you get in the car, your car,
Yeah.
and then it was like I had to go down this little hill, but it's all like this back area
Like a
of
closed
behind,
course?
yeah, and so
Fake city.
it was like a couple like turning like around bends and stuff.
I'd much rather do
and then
that.
and then you had to pull into a parking spot, back out of a parking spot, and then parallel park, and then you had to do a 3-point turn.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
my
like-
God.
Turn to the left, back up,
Yep.
and then go back the other way down the street,
Yep.
and then that was it.
Now, I could see you being really good at that, obviously, but kids who should not be driving, that would be the easiest thing to pass. A closed court, like
Exactly.
get between the
Yeah.
cones.
Do it out in the real world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had to do that at the DMV.
Yeah, same.
just-
Oh, you
but,
met at the DMV.
but out in the wild.
yeah,
like
I
that.
was
drove
like on
out
the streets.
into the
Yeah.
regular streets.
This will
Yeah.
make you feel good, Greg.
What's that?
So now I know all these people who have gone on to work for the airlines.
Uh-huh.
As I've been doing this like flight and all the flight
Flying
school
stuff.
stuff, and it turns out that people who the first time they ever fly like a Boeing 737
yeah.
is when they have a plane full of passengers.
Oh, yep.
Like,
Oh, really?
The entire time learning how to fly that plane's all in simulators.
Didn't need to hear that.
And then
Yeah.
the very first time is with passengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
God.
they're not the captain of that
Sure.
flight. Like, they're working with somebody who's done a billion of these, but your
Yeah.
first time actually flying that plane, like the actual plane,
Is
is
with
when you're
passengers.
on the job and you got a plane full of
if
passengers.
they ever announced that, like, hey, congratulate Captain
On his
Miller,
first day.
Greg,
Yeah.
would, would get off.
on his first actual landing.
You'd get off the plane, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And we were recently talking
Because
about
it's just too expensive. It's too expensive to like just have these things flying around for training.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
Carbon
An
footprint.
empty plane.
That's
Yeah.
what Nathan Fielder did on
Yeah,
the rehearsal.
right.
Yeah.
But we were talking about driver's tests recently, and I remember the first time I did the driving test, I failed because I sped because I didn't want the guy to think I was a dork.
That's right. All right, more Woody Shows next thing.
The Woody Show. Back in a bit.
LA's alternative rock.
Alt 98.7.
It's Southern California.